Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I hope everybody is well. I've been here, but I was waiting for a few more people to join. So I think we can give them like 3 more minutes. Then we start at 12:40.
To send a reminder on the WhatsApp vendor hub
Okay.
page.
Okay.
I think that was done around 12:31.
Yeah,
Maybe you
sure.
can push one more time so we can.
Okay. All right, sure.
Yeah, guys, so we are about to start, right? So this training session is for sponsored products. It's for vendors who want to sponsor their products on Jumia. So as we have communicated earlier, we've moved all the sellers onto the professional plan. So those who were already on the professional plan will find this new upgrade quite like easy. But for new vendors who are now, for I mean those of us who are now going to start using the professional plan, I'm going to take you quickly through how to create your campaigns and how to manage and optimize your ads. Right. I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, so far, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So once you log into your vendor center, on the left-hand side, where you have access to your orders, your products, and promotions, there's an extra tab down after promotions labeled advertise your product. So that's where you can access your campaigns, your sponsored products campaigns on the vendor center. So you tap on it and it takes you onto the Jumia self-service platform where you can create your campaigns, optimize, check your balance, and do all those other great stuff with your Mabaya. So for new sellers who have never been on Mabaya, when you come here, you have 100 CDs welcome coupon that's automatically like added onto your shop. So you have to activate it. But for this test shop, it's already been activated. So it's not going to add on any extra 100 CDs. So the welcome coupon, which is an amount of 100 Ghana CDs, is only available for vendors who have never been on Mabaya. So even if yes, vendor center is new, but with seller center you were already running ads on Mabaya or you were already running sponsored product campaigns, you're not going to get a welcome coupon, right? So we start by going here. You could tap on the activate your campaign now button, and then from here you can start creating your campaigns. Okay, so you can label your campaign based on the targets, what you want the campaign to do. For instance, this September we have Brand Fest coming up, Jumia Jumia Festival coming up, right? So you can create a campaign for the Jumia Festival. So you come here and type the name of the campaign, Jumia Jumia Festival 2023, right? And then you can also specify the campaign duration. So over here, you can decide when you want the campaign to start. The campaign start date cannot be a past date. It cannot be like an earlier date. It has to be current date. That's today, either today's date, or you schedule a start date for the campaign. So for now, even though the campaign hasn't actively started, you can still go ahead and create your campaign. So once the date is due, your ads will just start running automatically on the Jumia website. You can also specify an end date. That's if you want to. If not, you can just leave it like this, no then end date. But if you want to, there's a drop down here. You click on it. You can specify the end date. So let's say we are trying to create a campaign starting today, which is going to end exactly on 8th of next month. So that's how you specify the campaign duration, right? Next, we'll take campaign budget. You also have to specify the campaign budget. You come here by typing, let's say I'm choosing 1,000 Ghana cedis for my campaign. And you can also specify if this is your daily budget or it's the total budget for the entire campaign that's going to run for a month. What this means is that if you are specifying 1,000 Ghana cedis for the daily budget, then it means you have to multiply the amount you are specified as the daily budget times the number of days the ads are going to be running. In this case, it's going to be about 30 days. So it means you must have 30,000 Ghana cedis as your top-up balance before your ads will run for the entire period. If not, it's going to run until your top-up is available, and then the ads are going to stop running after. So for 1,000 cedis, I decide to go for a total budget, right? So for 30 days, I'm willing to spend 1,000 Ghana cedis, giving visibility to my items on the Jumia website. What this means is that this 1,000 cedis is going to be divided into 30 days. So let's say after our calculation, every day gets about 50 Ghana cedis, right? Once you hit the 50 Ghana cedis benchmark during the day, your ads are going to stop running. Is that clear, please? Just checking if you are listening.
Yes, that's clear.
Over here as well, once you choose the total option, that's like you are specifying 1,000 cedis as the total budget for the entire campaign. You can specify daily limits, but it's optional. So when you don't specify, that's when it automatically calculates for you. But let's say even though I'm allocating 1,000 Ghana cedis to the budget, 1,000 Ghana cedis to the entire campaign, I still want to do about 20 Ghana cedis limits every day. So every shop has specific limits depending on the your average daily spend, right? So some shops have a daily limit option of 15 cedis. For this shop, it's telling me 6 cedis. It means I can't go past 6 cedis. So if I decide to put 5 cedis, it's going to give me an error message saying that the minimum value is 6 Ghana cedis for the shop. There are some shops that have minimum value of about 100 Ghana cedis or something. So if you are not willing to spend that much, don't come and specify. Just say total and it's optional. Don't put anything there, because if you decide to put a figure over there which doesn't match your minimum value, your minimum daily value spend, it's not going to allow you to continue. It's still going to do an error message. I hope it's clear. So for this shop, you can only limit to 6 cedis and it allows you to go. Next, we have the bidding strategy. Over here, you don't have the option to choose. You have the option to choose whether you want an automatic bid or a manual bid. Manual bid means that a manual bid means that when you are choosing you are choosing your manual bidding on keywords. Once again, you choose the max bid, how much you are willing to pay when someone views your ads, right? And you can select different bids, but that's not available for you. Currently, we are only running on automatic bids because we have already set the bids in the system, right? And there's also the option to choose your desired ACOS, that's advertising cost of sales, right? So let's say you want to do 25% of your cost, or you want to do 10% of your cost, depending on what's comfortable for you or what you are looking to achieve after the end of the campaign. You select this, and then the system is automatically going to help you achieve these targets. Okay, but let's note one thing. If you select these bids, doesn't mean that you are by all means going to make 25%, right? But at the end of the day, that's what we are looking to achieve. So whatever the system can also help you with to get to that level, yes, it's going to do that based on the number of people who are visiting the website and searching your items. So after filling all these required fields, we go ahead and create our campaign. First, we have to, sorry, first we have to select our SKUs over here, right? So for this, you have the option of choosing. That's if you have already uploaded some items, you can see them over here. Those are items that are live on your shop, right? You can search by the SKU or by the title. So if you are searching by SKU, you select down here, the drop down, you have chosen the SKU option. So it means that it's only going to recognize SKUs. If you select title over here, it means whatever you put here is a title, and that's the only way it's going to recognize whatever you are typing. You can also upload by using a CSV file by choosing the file upload button like this, and then you can upload an Excel sheet where you have a list of all your um, items that you want to include in the particular campaign. Or if you want to add them individually, you're not using an Excel sheet, you can use a bulk upload. It allows you to upload more than one item at the same time. So you enter all the SKUs over here one by one on separate lines. So for instance, this is the first SKU. You go on to the next line, type the next SKU. Go on to the next line and type another SKU. Is that clear, please? And then you submit. So once you are done filling all these, you create your campaign. Yes, no, but I can't create a campaign now because I'm not trying to create a campaign. So next, I'll take you also to how you can view the performance of your sponsored products campaign. You come to the second under sponsored products. There's campaigns, and then next there's campaign performance reports. So once you click on performance reports, it brings you here. It displays this interface. You can decide to view the performance of your campaign for either the particular day you are looking at, that's today, either for yesterday, for the last 7 days, 30 days, this month, last month, or you can select custom dates. So let's say you want to look for a period of 3 months or maybe 2 days or 4 days. You can come here and then you specify the exact dates that you're trying to view your performance for. Once you've selected the dates, there's going to be a display of how your ads are performing on the Jumia website. You get the opportunity to see the number of impressions that you have had, the number of clicks, the conversions, the sales, the amount of money you have spent so far, and then the return on your ad spend. I believe we all know what impressions, clicks, conversions, sales spent, and ROAS means. So impressions are the number of times that your items have come up on the Jumia website, and the clicks are the number of times somebody has actually clicked on the item that came up, the sponsored item that came up on the Jumia website. But conversions also means that, so out of the clicks, how many people actually bought? Right? And then sales means how much money you made from those conversions. The spent is how much it cost you to make those sales. So let's say it cost you 2 cedis to make a sales of 2,000 Ghana cedis. And then the ROAS also gives you the return you made on the investment. So out of the 2 Ghana cedis that you spent on making 2,000 sales, it's going to give a percentage of the return that you made on the two Ghana cedis that you made. You used to sponsor your item on the Jumia website. So yes, you come down here as well, and then you can specify which report types you want to see: campaign performance, brand performance, or category performance. But then usually it's campaign performance for you because you have created a campaign and you are trying to look at it, unless you are a brand like the Samsungs and the other ones. Yes. And also you can download these reports by clicking on this button. But because I don't have any performance to show you, there's nothing really showing down here. Next, we'll go to finance. So finance is where you can top up your balance. Over here, if you have a zero balance and you want to top up before you can create your campaign, you come to the finance tab. Over here, you click on top up and you have the option to choose between 200 cedis and 2000 cedis depending on what you are comfortable with, right? So let's say for you can decide to top up a huge amount even though that's not the entire budget for the campaign, but you just have to make sure that you always have a positive balance so that you can always create your campaigns. So let's say I decide to top up 2000 Ghana cedis for this particular vendor. I choose 2000 and I submit. Automatically, your account balance tab over here is going to be updated. It's going to include the new 2000 Ghana cedis that I'm topping up. And please note, whatever amount you top up over here is going to be charged at once at the end of the week. Whatever amount you top up over here is going to be charged at once at the end of the week. Once it's charged, then your campaign is going to be spending it small until the end of the campaign or until you exhaust your budget. There's also information on your last payment. So for this particular shop, the last payment was on September 6th, 2023. And you can also specify if you want to start an automatic payment. So let's say I topped up to 1,000 cedis for this particular shop, but I don't want a case where my balance is run out and I probably have forgotten to top up, so my ads are not running and I'm not getting visibility on my selected items. You can decide to do the start automatic payment option, and then anytime your balance runs out, it's automatically going to add on your last payment amount. So let's say I do a last payment top up of 2000 cedis and I start automatic payment. It means anytime I run out of my 2000 Ghana cedis, it's going to automatically top up 2000 Ghana cedis for me. So I don't have issues with, oh, I forgot to top up, so my ads are not running. If you always want to sell ads, you must make sure you are running on automatic payments. Just like Mabaya, we also have information on your daily spend. So if you top up, there's a notification, there's a line that tells you that on this date you topped up manually of 1,000 Ghana cedis, and on 7th it cost you 16 cedis and a few pesos to run ads on Jumia, and yeah, so forth. So that's it for sponsored products on Vendor Center currently. Nice. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions, please?
Yes, I have a question. Okay, so
Go ahead.
since you are an expert in the vendor center, what campaign, what kind of budget type should the user choose as a new seller? Should it be, yeah, under the campaign budget,
type.
should it be a daily or it should be a total for probably a new seller? What will you recommend?
Okay. I'll
Total,
recommend
okay.
total. Yes, I'm recommending total because when you select the specified dates, right? Let's say you want the ads to serve for 2 weeks or a month,
Yes.
and you are saying I'm allocating 1,000 Ghana cedis to it. Yes, it's going to automatically split it for you. Do you understand? So the entire camp, you are rest assured that, oh, I'm spending 1,000 Ghana cedis to run a campaign on Jumia. But if you limit yourself to the daily option, and let's say you put 1,000 Ghana cedis over here, what it means is that the 1,000 Ghana cedis is going to finish in one day.
Yes, I'm following.
I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad, it's good. Yes, you can spend 1,000 Ghana cedis on ads for one day if that's your preference. But I'm also being considerate with your pockets because this is an amount that's going to be charged out of your sales. And also, you must make sure that you are topping up that amount on your top up, like on your balance. So when you are creating a campaign and you don't have that much balance, it's not going to allow you to create it. So before you come here to create a campaign, you must top up. And once you top up, you are being charged. So it's been charged. However, you decide to use it, whenever you
Mm-hmm.
decide to use it, that's up to you. Okay, so start of the month, you can always say start of the month, let me top up 1,000 Ghana cedis, and then I'll decide mid-month or in a few days how to split it. You can create different campaigns for different items and for different purposes. Maybe in your shop you have stocked up
Yeah.
some new items. You can create a campaign and put in all
Okay.
your new items that you created. Or you've realized that, oh, this particular item is
Mm-hmm.
not getting some visibility that I like. So let me create a specific campaign. Allocate
Yes.
200 out of the 1,000 that I topped up in the
Okay.
start of the month, and then allow it to run. For the new items, let me do like
Mm.
400 CDs and let's see how it goes. You still have a balance of 400 CDs that you can choose to
Oh,
use at
okay.
any time, anyhow you
Okay.
want.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. Please, I wanted to
Yes,
know
please go ahead.
when you do the top up, for
Good
example,
afternoon.
while you were explaining it, I did 200 CDs.
Mm-hmm.
It's showing here credit. So,
Yeah.
does that mean that every sale I'll do, that's where it's going? Like, mm-hmm.
No. So let me first clarify this. Sponsored products or
Mm-hmm.
sponsoring your products on Jumia doesn't necessarily guarantee that you are going
Okay.
to make a sale on the particular item, right?
You,
But what we assure
visibility.
you is that you are giving
Okay.
visibility to the item on the website. And hopefully, once a lot of people, the idea is once a lot of people are seeing it or once it's coming up all the time, somebody's looking for the
That they
item
might
and you also
click
show
on.
it on the top, there's a very high
Okay.
chance that they
So,
might click
the
on
other
that and then
question
you're going to
is
make a sale.
the 200
Apart from
CDs
that,
I've done. I'm seeing here, it's saying credit. So, how will I pay for it? That's the question.
yes, so it's going to
Yeah.
be deducted
Okay.
out of your
So
sale that you're
so
going to make for the
does it
yes, so it's
also
going to be
means
taken
that the
out of your
campaign
sale.
I can do two, three, depending on
Depending on your top up. So you can so many. You've topped up 200 CDs. You can create two
each?
separate
Oh,
campaigns
okay.
with a budget of 100 Ghana cedis
Okay.
each.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. But
hello.
yeah.
Hello. Yeah, so mine is a
Yes,
problem
please
I'm
go ahead.
facing here. I cannot access the Mabaya system from the vendor center. Exactly.
From the vendor center, I don't know if you were here from the start, but you go on your left hand
Uh-huh.
side where you have orders, products, promotions. Next, you have advertise your product. So click
Yeah,
on it, and
I've
it
done that
automatically
several
takes you to
times.
the
And what
ads
I
page.
have here is like a plan.
But oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a new
I think
job.
I know why. Is your shop a new shop? Okay, so you don't have access to use Mabaya. Furnish me with the name of
Okay.
your shop. I'll help you do that
Okay.
in a few minutes.
Let me tell that to you.
What's the name of your shop again? Yes, you can. Let me share my WhatsApp number. So anybody who is
Okay.
facing this kind of problem can reach us on WhatsApp. I'm going to include it in the chat here. So you can just send me a quick WhatsApp
Okay.
saying, like, introduce yourself with the name of your shop.
The
And
number
then tell me exactly. Hold on a second, I'm getting that for you.
059
So it's 059
38
yes, please 38
30
30
576. Okay, I have it
576.
here. Thank you.
Okay. So you can send a
Please,
WhatsApp
can
to
we get
this
the number
number,
again?
either Asantewa. I've included it in the chat, but it's 059 38 30
Thank you.
576. Yes, so please send a WhatsApp and either Asanta or Charlotte will reach out to help you. Especially if you have a new shop and you are not able to access the new ads platform. Okay. Do you have any more questions?
Please, the number again.
059 38
Zero five
30
nine three eight
576
three zero 576. All right, thank you.
576. Yeah. Emmanuel, you might want to share that in the WhatsApp group so that they can reach out for us to help them activate their campaigns. Please let me stress on this. The number I've shared is not a support number for so it's strictly for sponsored products. So anything related to sponsored products, you can reach out via those. It's my personal number, like it's my number. When you call that number or you WhatsApp that number, you're going to be speaking to me. So anything with regards to sponsored products, please feel free to reach out,
Please, I have a
especially
concern.
via WhatsApp, and I'll be happy to help.
I uploaded my
Great.
items and they've not been live. They are not live for days now. I don't know what's happening. Yes, please.
Vendor center. Okay, so shortly after this training session, we're going to continue with a Q&A for
All right,
vendor center.
thank
So
you.
we'll adjust that shortly. Okay, please stay on. All right, you're welcome. But apart from that, do you have issues with Mabaya? Do you need a
I
help with
started with the
activating your
campaigns yet.
campaigns?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
So I'll be expecting a message from you so you can run ads on Jumia. Great. Any more questions, please?
No.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, Melvin. Melvin has his hands up. Do you want to ask a question, please? Okay, Janet.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello. Good
Okay,
afternoon.
I was
Please
a
go ahead
little
with your
bit
question.
late, and when I came in, you were talking about splitting, let's say, 200 cities to run a campaign for the items in your shop. I was a little bit confused. So my question now is, if I
Okay,
want to run a
so
campaign, for instance, I'm not having things like enough things in my shop. Okay. Can I, let's say the
yeah.
product that I'm having in my shop, the quantity, some are, let's say, for instance, 2, 1, 5, some are more than, let's say, 10. Can I run a campaign with, let's say, 200 cities for all the products in my shop?
Yes, you can. You can add as many items as you want to in a particular campaign. But as you already know, with sponsored products, you can't sponsor items that you don't have enough stock of, right? So I think about 5 units of a particular SKU allows you to push through. So if you have less than 5 units of a particular stock, you might not be
Oh,
able to
okay.
serve ads on
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But you can add as many items that you want in a campaign. But what I was trying to explain to the lady earlier is that you might have different reasons for running particular campaigns. Okay, so I've had people reaching out to me saying that, oh, I want to push an item that I have a lot of stock of. People are also saying that, oh, I want to run ads on particular items that people are not seeing so much, so I want to push it. Do you get it? At the end of the day, they are all looking to have their items leaving their warehouse, right? So these two people are
Oh,
looking to achieve two different things. So for these kind of people, with one balance, one top up, you can split it across different campaigns. We have topped up 400 cities. You can create two separate
all right.
campaigns
Oh,
with a
okay.
budget of 200 cities each.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Are we good? Yes. So you can manage. You can actually sponsor all your
Okay.
items in one
Okay.
campaign if
Thank
that's
you.
what you want to do. Yes. Do you have more questions? Melvin, I don't know if you've asked your question already.
Hello. Please, one more question. With
Janet.
the sponsored products,
Please go ahead.
can I also do a campaign where I just want people to be aware of my shop and then try to follow it, like create awareness of my shop by running a campaign purposely for that? It's all about campaigning for the products.
No, please. So yes, yes, for the products. So all these campaigns are like sponsor products. It's just giving visibility to the items that you are selling, your
Okay.
products on the Jumia website.
All right.
Okay, so it's for the
Okay.
products, not for the
Thank you.
shop.
Hello, a quick follow-up on the lady's question. Okay, I want to find out whether, assuming I'm making a campaign for all the products on my shop, it means that the product that have less 5 units cannot be can't get impression or whatever.
No, it's not even going to allow you to include it in the campaign. It's going to
No,
give you
assuming
an
I'm
error message
doing
saying that you
for
don't have a lot of
everything,
units of.
not each, but for all the items on my shop, I'm doing.
For all the items in your shop, I get your question. Means that when you are creating your campaign, you have to select the items
I
individually
will
or
do
you
that in
upload
bulk.
them in bulk, right? So if you try to yes, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Add all the SKUs over here, right? There's no single button that allows you to include all your stock, all your
Okay.
SKUs at once, right? So it's either you are putting the SKUs here one by one, or you are putting all your live SKUs in a CSV file and uploading over here, right? So once if you put, let's say, 10 or 20 SKUs in this box over here and you submit, it's going to give you feedback saying that all your items have been included, or it's going to tell you some of them were not included, and it's going to give you a list of the ones that were not included. So there's a high chance that the SKU you are including is not live, or you don't have a lot of stock of it. So when that comes up, you might just check you go back to your vendor center, look through your products, and see the reason why it's not being
Okay.
included in
Next
the
question.
campaign.
Is the charges done on click or impression? Not on a click.
Impressions, please.
Then
Please
another
on
question. Can I top
impression.
up? Like, let me say I'm planning for Jumia Black Friday, but I want to top up maybe weekly. I want to top
Yeah.
up some amount so that during Black Friday I can get
By Black
money to
Friday,
do that.
you have a lot of balance.
Do you get it?
Perfect. Sounds good. So you see, that's it. I totally get it. I think everybody on this call can adopt that strategy. So you can top up because it's going to be deducted
I
instantly.
top up,
Once you
but
top up, let's
I've
say you
not
top up
signed on
200
for the
cedis. At
advert.
the end of
I just
the
top up
at the end of
for the purpose of Black Friday.
yes, you've topped up.
Yes.
Yes, you've topped up, but you haven't created a yes, you haven't created a campaign yet. So your balance is going to be sitting there waiting for you. Once you are ready, you
So
create a
the
campaign and then you are good to go.
they're going to deduct it from your credit card or what?
No, from your sale,
Okay.
the sales you make
So why if you
every
don't make
week.
any sales?
So let's say you've topped up, so you need to
So
push
you
your
can't
account
make
into
a
negative.
campaign.
You can sell campaigns, but your shop is going to be
Okay.
your account is going to be negative. I know your
So
sale
when you
account,
make
that's the
sales
money, the
after the
payout, the money
campaign,
they
they will
give you at the end of the
deduct.
week is going to be negative.
Okay.
Yes,
But
hopefully.
a follow up with the question that she's asking, if let's say after doing the campaign and you don't make any sales, that means your account is going to be credited negative with negative balance, and it's going to
Negative, and you
affect
might
your
have
shop
to,
as
yeah.
well. Your
I think
shop
that's
might
when the
even be
VXP team
delisted.
comes in. Delisted, yes, that's very true. So the point is, we are keeping our fingers crossed, and we're also hoping, okay, that whenever you decide to serve ads on Jumia, you at least make some sales. You are going to get
Your
visibility. So we
shop
are
is
keeping our
going to be
fingers
deleted.
crossed and hoping that yes, you make some sales.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be
Delisted, not
delisted.
deleted. Do you get it? So yes, whenever you want to serve ads, whenever you want to run ads
What
on
happened
Jumia,
when it's
it's not just
delisted?
about purchasing a package, creating a campaign. Your items will not be live, so
So
then
my
they are not
question
Can you
sold
do
on
here,
something
Jumia.
about that?
is if you have a negative balance in your shop, why can't Jumia wait for you to let your shop still be live by delisting it, so that when you make
So
your
I
next
think
sale, then they will start deducting it little by little, rather
Or they can
than
even
they delisting your shop.
or they can even make us pay with our
okay, hold on a
credit
second. Let
us
me
or
try to answer
something.
one question at a time. Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain. That VXC comes, there's an option where I think you can send money. You can send money to the VXP team handles that. So
Yes,
far
it
as I say, I
even
don't know if she can
happened to
explain it to
me
her.
this week.
So yes, once
It
your account
happened to
goes
me.
into negative,
I
yes, you can. Your team reaches out to you, and there's an option for you to pay back, so that you can start. You can still sell. That's what I was trying to explain.
Hi, Asantwa.
We hope that you make sale at the end
Hi.
of every campaign. Yeah, yeah, Sophie.
Okay,
So
hi
go ahead with
everyone.
this
So on
point.
the account,
So they're
yes,
asking,
on your shop
did
being
you get the
delisted due
question?
to negative balance, this is a process in place. But then as a seller, you are given a period of 4 weeks before this particular delisting happens. So once you have a negative balance, the first 3 weeks you get communications in your email with details that you can make payment for this particular amount to be cleared on your account. That way, your shop is not delisted on the fourth week. So you can do that, and meaning that within this 3 weeks period, you're also given a grace period within this three period to actually make some sales to be able to clear the amount. So it's when it's not cleared for the 3 weeks, that is when you get like the shop being delisted, and that's on the fourth week. So Jumia like gives you 3 grace period, and at the same time you are given communications with details you can make payment to ensure that this amount is cleared from your account, and then you don't get delisted on the fourth week. I don't know if I've answered
okay.
the question.
Okay. Yeah, please. The 4 weeks that you are talking about, it's less than 4 weeks, because I make someone bought something, and then Jumia paid me. It was just this week, last Monday, I received a message that the person has returned, like there was a return of the product, and so I have just 7 days to pay for the product. I mean, the money that Jumia sent to me, to refund the money, else it's going to affect my shop. So I have just 7 days to do that. So I'm confused as to why you are saying like 4 weeks.
So as I mentioned, it's supposed to be 4 weeks. That is the first 3 weeks, and then the fourth week communication goes out 3 times. But if you are saying you are receiving a communication that is giving you feedback of 7 days, please raise a claim and share this particular communication with us so that we can follow up with the team. Because per the process, it's supposed to be 4 weeks. That's you get delisted on the fourth week, and then the first 3 weeks you don't get delisted, but
I
then
have a
just receive
question.
communication.
So the campaign, is it a campaign budget, right? What if you make a sale less than your campaign
Yeah,
budget? How will it be deducted? Would it deduct something less?
I don't get it. So you are not being deducted based on the budget for your campaign. You are deducted based on your top up. So you mean, let's say you top up 200 Ghana cedis, right? By the end of the week, you are not able to make
Mm, yeah.
a sale worth 200. Right? So whatever sale you make is going to be taken out. So let's say you make a sale of 150, Jumia is
Okay.
going to, deduct the
All right.
150. So it means you are
Sure.
owing
Thank you.
50 Ghana cedis. Wait. I'm kind of loving these questions about
Hello.
negative balances. So what this means is
Please,
that
you are saying that
once you are,
the top
yeah,
up that you are talking about is that I'm confused. What is that top up?
don't worry, I'll take you through top ups again. Great. So as I was saying, when you are serving ads on Jumia, right? You create your campaign, you have topped up. It doesn't just work like that. Okay. So you have to make sure that your prices are good. You have to make sure that you are winning the buy box. You have to make sure that other sellers who have the exact same products that you have are not selling as a much cheaper price than you are selling. So let's say a particular item, let's say you are selling a phone. Okay, so your shop is selling it for 1,000 Ghana cedis, but there's also a shop on Jumia selling for 800 Ghana cedis. You are selling ads. The other shop is not selling ads. In as much as you are selling ads and your items are supposed to be on the forefront of the store, people are still considering the amount of money they are going to be spending. So definitely, somebody who is selling that particular item for 800 Ghana cedis is going to make the sale, and not you who is selling for 1,000 and still serving ads. So in as much as you are serving ads, even if it's 1 CD, 2 CD, 5 CDs, and it's not going to affect your business that much, I encourage my sellers to always go in for that option. Once you're serving ads, reduce it by a few pesos, reduce it by a CD. Do you get it? So that way we are making sure that yes, your prices are the best on the website. So this is a free tip that I've shared with you. And also with the top ups, as I explained, if you don't have a positive balance, you haven't topped up your balance, you can't save ads. So before you create a campaign, you have to top up. You have to do that by coming here on the finance app. You click on this top up button, and then you have the option to top up between 200 and 2,000 Ghana cedis. Have I answered your question, please?
Hello. Okay, so regarding the top up, like
Yes.
I said, I'm planning toward Black Friday. Okay, I top up
Black
up to
Friday.
2,000, but during the Black Friday, I decided to use 1,000, and I used 1,000, and I said, oh, these are my savings, so I need the other 1,000 back. Can I be giving back?
No, please. No,
So
please.
the money that goes to top up cannot be
No,
refunded,
please.
right?
It was intentional. You decided and you did it. Do you get it? And yes, there's nothing. There's always, it's a whole process. So you can't come here. I mean, from your vendor center, you come and click on this button. It will bring you here. You go to finance. You come and click this one, and you now come and buy 200. You come and buy 2,000, and you submit.
I didn't
You
say
come and
it's a
click on.
mistake. Do you know that you can over budget?
No, I'm saying I'm describing it.
Okay.
I'm describing a scenario, right? So yes, you cannot top up and reach out, raise a claim and say that, oh, I topped up by mistake. Please, once you top up, you have topped up. And once you are charged, you are better off using it and hoping that you make some sale out of it. So please, before you come here to top up, make sure that you know what you are doing. Okay, it's working for a lot of sellers. Mabaya works. It's working for a lot of sellers. They're actually making good returns of their investment. So once you decide, please go ahead, top up with a good balance, and then you
If you
can
have
save
some
your ad.
few time left, why can't you quickly go over what you earlier did for some of us who didn't join earlier?
No problem. I'll do that
Sure.
for you. Okay, so I'll do that quickly. Wait, so from Vendor Center, you go onto the ads platform over here. So where you have your orders, products, promotions. Next is advertise your products. So you click on that button and it brings you here. Okay, so once you are here, the first thing you might want to do is top up your balance. So you come to finance, top up, and then you choose the amount you want to top up with. Let's say 2,000, right? And please note, I'm stressing on this. When you top up 2,000 CDs, this 2,000 Ghana CDs is going to be deducted at the end of the week on your next payment. Yes, the entire amount of 2,000 Ghana cedis is going to be deducted, even though maybe you created a campaign with a budget of 400 Ghana cedis. This 2,000 is going to be deducted, right? And also, there's an option for you to do automatic payment. So what this means is that whenever you run out of this 2,000 Ghana cedis balance, it's going to automatically top up your account with 2,000. So there's no, instance where you have run out of balance and you have forgotten. So you always have like a positive balance. You are always serving ads, right? Over here, there's also information on all your top ups, your daily spend, your credits and your debits on the account, right? So to create a campaign, you come to sponsored products, and under sponsored products, you have campaigns. I mentioned when I got here that if you are a new seller, you have a 100 CDs welcome coupon. So this is available for vendors who have never used Mabaya before. I have a couple of them who are going to reach out to me to come and claim their 100 Ghana cedis. Yes, but if you have used Mabaya before, please don't expect to get 100 Ghana cedis free. Thank you. You tap on the activate your campaign now button. It's going to give you this is where you create your campaign. So first you put in the name of your campaign, any name you are comfortable with, but I feel like it has to be related to maybe the particular campaign that you are trying to like you mentioned, there's Black Friday, right? So during the Black Friday period, if you are creating a campaign for your shop, you can say Black Friday 2023. Or then if it's just a regular campaign for, there's nothing special happening, but you want to serve ads, you can just do, let's say, September 2023, or yes, September big promo or something, just something that's catchy and sweet. Also, you can specify the campaign duration, right? So there's option for you to select an end date or no end date. If you don't put an end date, it's going to run until your budget is finished. Do you get it? So if it's going to take 3
A quick
months or
one.
2 months, yes.
A quick
If
one.
not,
The
if you put an
campaign
end date,
name
once the
is like a title for your campaign. So let me say like
add a name to your campaign.
cheap discounts or maybe big discounts can be my campaign name. All right.
Anything goes. Anything, yes.
All right.
That's a campaign name. It can be the campaign name. Yes.
I wish
So
you
you
can
put that
show
over
us a
here.
campaign and how it appears on the web. A campaign name, how it appears. You can use someone's example. How does it appear when you go to Jumia website and you are searching for product?
When you go to the Jumia website, no, you don't see the campaign name. So you won't see the
Okay.
campaign name on the Jumia website. Where you are going to see the campaign name is on the back end over here on this side. So let's say you have created a lot of campaigns.
Okay.
You want to check performance for different campaigns, right? Once you agree, it just gives you a tag, so you know that, I created big deals campaign. Let's say big deals campaign for 5 of my iPhones. Do you get it? And let's say I'm creating Black Friday campaign for 20 of my best-selling items. So after the Black Friday period, you want to go back and check how your campaign performed. I mean, you invested 2,000 Ghana cedis. How much money were you able to make out of the 2,000 Ghana cedis? How many clicks did you get? How many impressions did you get? I hope it's clear. So these campaign names are not going to be showing
Just for your account
on the
purposes.
Jumia website. For your account purposes, yes. And for you to be able to differentiate between other campaigns. So unlike before, those who were not on the professional, who were just serving one type of campaign, you just go and buy either basic, advanced, or the pro. That's what it's going to show, right? But now you have the option of serving multiple campaigns at the same time.
Go ahead.
Yes. So you select the start date. The start date is required. You have to put in a start date, right? But you can decide to not put in an end date. But if you decide to put in an end date, there's a drop down here on the end date button, and then you can select the specific date that you want. So let's say you want the ads to start running from now to the end of the year. Yes, you can select that. The end date should be December 2023, December 31st, 2023, right? You put in there, and also somebody wanted to top up, small in anticipation for Black Friday. You can create your campaign, and then your start date can be in November. Do you get it? So you have the campaign created and everything, but it's not starting yet. So once the date comes by, then your ads will start coming. So you don't necessarily have to just top up and let your balance be there. You can top up and, as and when you allocate them to different campaigns with different start dates. So even if you forget about Black Friday, you forgot that, I wanted to run some campaign, but because you have created it already, once the time is up, your ads will just start, showing up on the Jumia website. Also, after you've specified your campaign start and end date, you have to allocate a budget to the campaign. So let's say you allocate 2,000 Ghana cedis. You have to specify if the 2,000 Ghana cedis you are seeing over here is a daily budget or total budget for the entire campaign. And I also mentioned that personally, I think it's ideal if you do total. I'm saying this because I don't want a vendor to go and say, let's say, 400 or 500, and you don't specify that it's for the total, the entire campaign. We have vendors who are spending up to like 1,000 cedis every day. So it's possible for you to finish that amount in a day. Do you get it? So it's always advisable to create budgets for the entire campaign. So you know that for the whole month I'm spending 1,000 cedis on ads. And you can specify a daily limit depending on your shop, the previous performance of your shop. Okay. So I have shops that their daily limit cannot go past 15 cedis, but for this particular shop, it's 6 cedis. So let's say I'm trying to activate 5 cedis daily limit. It's going to tell me that the minimum value for
Okay,
my
so
shop
how do you know
is
the
6
daily
cedis,
limit of your shop?
depending on your shop. Okay, so it's automatically calculated based on the number of impressions that you have used daily in previous campaigns. If you want to know the limit to your shop, you can WhatsApp me. I can help you with that information. Do you get it? So based on the number of impressions you are able to get every day, you are not going to be able to set a daily limit lower than that. You have shops that are doing 40 cedis a day. They can even do up to 200 cedis. So yes, it's optional. You don't need to put anything there.
Yes.
Do you get it? You don't need to put anything, but if you decide to put something, you can't put anything less than what your daily spend limit is for 7 ads. Yes, great. So you can't have like a spending budget of 100 cedis and then you decide to go and put 5 cedis. So before on the Mabaya, the other platform on Seller Center, you will be allowed to put in any amount without any restrictions. But for this one, you cannot. You cannot put anything below your daily spend for previous campaigns. Okay. Over here as well, the bidding strategy, you don't have the option to choose between manual and automatic. Okay, so yes, just always go with automatic bidding. If you do manual, then it means that you have to include keywords. Do you get it? The maximum CPM and then the bid for the products, bid for keywords and bid for products. But it's always good to go with the automatic because manual means that you are going to manually include the keywords, right? So you always leave it on automatic bid. And then the keywords as well, you always leave it on automatic keywords. When you come down, you also have to select the items that you want to include in the particular campaign, right? You can search. So when you click on this drop down, a list of all your live items are going to show here. You can search by the title or by the SKU, depending on what you know in your head. Maybe you don't know the SKU off head, but you know that, oh, I have, SDI cable green. So you can just select the drop down over here and say you want to search by the title. So anything you type over here is going to be recognized as the title of the products that you are looking for. If you are going with SKUs, you select the SKU option, and anything you type over here is going to be recognized as an SKU. You can also upload a file, a CSV file containing all the SKUs that you want to include in the campaign. You tap on this button and then you can upload the file over here, right? Or you can do a bulk upload. Maybe you don't want to select them one by one, but you have a list of all the SKUs. So you come here over here on bulk upload and then you type them one by one on different lines. So let's say you type one SKU, you go to the next line, you type another SKU. And please note that your SKUs are not supposed to have spaces in between them. So when you are typing, just be careful that you are not, leaving spaces in between your SKUs. It's not going to work when you type something like this. So you have to make sure you're putting the correct SKU over there. Then you submit when you are done. Once you are done filling all these necessary fields, you go ahead and create your campaign. I hope it was clear this time around. Great. But also, I've shared my WhatsApp number, so if you will still have.
Yeah,
questions, you can reach out
Yes, I'll chat you with it.
concerning my sponsored products.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So I think at this point we'll take questions with regards to